Hey everyone, welcome back to Coding with Destiny. So, today we're going to be talking about a very, very important concept in programming, and that is conditional structures. So, whether you're a beginner or just need some kind of refresher, this is the right video for you. We're going to go deep into these conditional structures like if, else, while, switch, and everything. Just get ready, tighten your seatbelts, and let's go. Okay, so what are conditionals? Conditionals let your program decide on like making certain decisions based on certain conditions. I'll explain deeply with code. So let me include my libraries. Include IOStream, yeah, and then our main. Let me also use std so that I won't have to type much. All right, so let's say for the first condition we're going to talk about is if. That's if conditional. So let's say we'll have a football side, like let's say live score. It's only for people above 18. I don't know. It's 24. It's kind of 24 now, but like I don't know why they made it 24. But like let's just say 18. Let's say your age is. We want to allow users that are at least 18 years to go into the site. So let's say to do this through an if loop, you'll say if age is greater than or equal to 18. See, like print, you can enter the site. Else is what happens when the condition is not fulfilled. Else, say maybe you are too young for this. Don't play, don't smell grass. So yeah, to run it, just do the execute the file, and then yeah, you can enter the site. But if let's say you were like 17 and then you try to go to live score, it'll tell you, okay, it's still compiling. It'll tell you, sorry bro, you're too young for this. So that is if the else, it goes into the else block when the condition is not met. So yeah, it's very simple, clear as daylight. So let's say we have so many if else, like a lot of, instead of just making, okay, let's say else if, okay, let's say if you are like above 65, we want to like make it like above 65 too. Like let's say if you're above 65, Bet Nigeria is no, not this thing. Life score is too serious for you before you have a stroke or heart attack or something. Else you put this condition in if here. Else if age is greater than, no, yeah, greater than or equal to, you say actually what you do here is 65. 65 needs to come before this. You need to put this here. You put the 65 here, and then if age is greater than or equal to 18, this will come here, and then let's say if your age is, if you are above 65 years old, you say sorry bro, you are too old for this, and then else, that is if you are less than 18, then just tell him go and smell grass. And we run, yeah, go and smell grass. You're 17. You're too young for this. You need to go and play volleyball or something. So let's say you're like 80. You're like 80. And then you run this. They'll tell you, sorry, bro, you're too old for this. So yeah, 80 years people are too old for that. But if let's say you're between 18 and 65, let's say you're 40. You're 40 to tell you, yeah, right on, you can. Yeah, I think you get it now. So in some cases, this if else becomes so much. Let's say a situation where we want to check the age of a person and tell him, or like let's say the day of the week, and then say if it's the first day, it's Monday, if it's second, So you see that you else if it's one, else if it's two, else if it's three. We'll have so much LP, the code won't look neat. So because of this, we invented the switch, what we call switch. I'll just paste this code here, so it won't take much time. I'll just paste this code. Yeah. So this is the structure of a switch here. Switch off. So we have a day, a number that tells the variable that tells us the number. We can accept it from terminal or from wherever. And then switch off. In the bracket, we'll put the day, the variable that we are like switching. We are using the switch. The case is on. So the case is like what's the current, what is the current value that we're trying to get the meaning. So we put the case, and then it will execute this code here. For each of the cases to execute the code. If we don't put the break here, to keep executing, to keep going down. So after each case, we put the break. So now this is the third day. We're expecting it to print out Tuesday. Oh, sorry, Wednesday. So for compile and run, yeah, Wednesday. So that is how that's that for switch. I talked about ternary operator in my former video, but let me just quickly mention it. It's like Boolean is used for Boolean situations. Let's say you have two possible values of, or like possible situations. Let's say with positive number and negative number. Let's say we give you a number, and then if the number is greater than 0, it is positive. If it's less than 0, it's negative. So let's say int day. Okay, let me just change the variable to number is equal to, let's say, is number greater than 0, that means it is, okay, no, this is not this is the question mark first. Is number greater than 0, it is a positive number, and then you put a colon, and then the opposite of the, like if this condition is not like met, it's a negative number. So the value of this string here, number, the type of this number here is determined by this situation, this conditional here. Is it greater than 0? If it's greater than 0, that's the question mark. Is it greater than 0? It's positive. Then this like this, the colon here is like else. It's like if else. So just like it's not very readable, but like it makes your code look kind of classy and stuff like that. But I don't usually like using it. So basically, that's that for conditionals. All right, so I feel like I need to add it to this video too. We're going to talk about the while and for loop. They're not really conditionals, but like an extension of conditionals called like the need conditionals to be able to like work. So let's say you want to use a conditional in a for loop. For loop is it has for a particular integer I equal to 0, and then this is the conditional here. While that is if I is less than 0, no, let's say 10, and then you increase I plus I, do something, let's just print I. So the conditional here is this, if I is less than 10. So like it's going from I equal to 0. So I, while I is equal to, is less than 10, it keeps printing I. So once the conditional is not met, it like stops, it stops printing. So let's quickly run this and see what the result looks like. Compile it. Taking some more time to compile. Then we'll run it here, and then we'll see it prints from 0 to 9 as we expected. Another way Another place we need conditional is in while loops. So while a particular condition is met, while I is okay, let me first you have to declare int I outside somewhere. Int I equal to 0. And then they want to do exactly the same thing, but now with a while loop, while I is less than 10. So inside the bracket there, we have conditionals. We're using conditionals there. So you just do the same thing. Let me just copy the code. I think it's actually easier to type it than copy actually. We'll paste it down there, and then to do exactly the same thing. You compile it. Oh no. I didn't change the that would be an infinite on an infinite loop. Is will keep printing 0 for us because nothing is happening to the integer inside the bracket. So like after printing, I want to like increase I. So yeah, we'll compile it. And we run. Yeah, exactly the same thing. So that's if and while loop with coding journey. I believe in you. Keep pushing it. If you're here up to now, I mean that yeah, you're going well, you're going well. Let's keep going, keep streaming, keep pushing. Then subscribe, like and subscribe. If you have a question, leave it in the comment section. I'll always come back and check all the comments. See you in the next one. Goodbye for now.